my paint collection. All these random cans, half of them are empty. Today, I'm going to paint the Newtown hockey grounds with my dog Marge. The Newtown hockey grounds is a legal painting wall that you can go to in Hobart. Today I'm going to share 6 tips on how to paint in large scale. 1. Prep the wall first. Clean the wall. Dust, dirt, grease or flaking paint can ruin your work. Once the wall is clean, roll the wall back with your background colour. Use good quality house paint. Make sure you apply a smooth, even coat. 2. Plan your design to scale. Go to the wall, take a photo. If you can use Procreate or Photoshop to see what your design looks like on the wall by making a mock-up with your design onto the photo of the wall you just took. Going to the wall is also a good idea so you can work out how you'll be able to sketch up your design. Will you be able to use a projector? If there's street lights nearby, or if it's down an alleyway where buildings are close by and you're unable to use a projector, you'll need another way to sketch up your design. I personally haven't used a projector yet. I should give it a go though. Feel like it would make my life much easier. I just always took pride in learning how to sketch things up on my own. When sketching up, you can use chalk to draw your design onto the wall as well, to avoid making any mistakes with paint and having to repaint over the background again. Chalk's easy to rub off. 3. Bring appropriate gear. Make sure to bring sun protection. Sunnies and a hat can help if you're working outside. Also because shiny, drying paint can be really reflective in the sun. Also, bring a paint mask and gloves to protect your hands from getting paint on them. 4. Work in layers. It's much easier to paint working from the back to the front. First filling in objects in the background like clouds, then mountains, then working on objects in front, layer by layer. Build up your details, filling darker colours first, then add in lighter colours. 5. Check the weather before you go and paint. Check the weather that morning. If it's going to rain, it's probably best to plan for another day if you can. It sucks when you're working with a deadline and the weather's crap. For example, you only have 2 weeks to use the scissor lift and you have to finish and it just won't stop raining. If that's the case, just paint as much as you can and go back and touch up bits that get wrecked. 6. If you want peace, wear headphones. If you're painting in public and you don't want to be disturbed, wear headphones. That way you can politely ignore people walking past making comments. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I love chatting, but if it's the case you're working with a deadline, it does get annoying to be mid-painting in the flow to get yelled, "Hey! I love your painting!" You often feel like you have to turn, stop what you're doing and say, "Thank you." I don't want to seem ungrateful though. Thank you to everyone who's taken the time to yell compliments at me. Sometimes you're sitting there all alone, hell lonely, and those comments can make your day. And it's really the beautiful thing about public art. It makes people feel things and comment on it. So yeah, wear headphones if you're working with a deadline and you don't want to seem rude. And something else I've noticed. Oh no, maybe we could do a 7 then. Okay, well then this leaves us into 7. Don't take what people say to heart. It can be really easy when you're painting in public to get so many compliments in person, because love works very differently to hate. And people who love you, they're going to scream it at you. It's very easy in those moments to let your ego build and think that you're great. And if that happens, then you know that pendulums exist. And if there's a huge amount of love, you know there's always going to be an equal amount of hate. And hate works very differently to love. Hate is behind the keyboard often, in the shadows. People bitching behind your back. So just don't let it, either way, it pulls you out of balance within yourself. And don't focus on either of it. I mean, it's great to have love, and it's great to actually hear constructive criticism. But when it goes too far, one end of the other, you just want to notice that if that's happening, then that's a good thing. That means that people are noticing you. That means you're doing something different that's going to make people either love it or hate it. And it's really easy in those moments when so many people are hating on you all at once to shrink, because that's what they want you to do, to shrink in those moments. But instead of shrinking, if you can ignore it all and keep being and doing what you're doing and staying in the flow and